Hello, my friends. How are you guys doing? You want to say hi? Say hi, everyone. Say, my mom's gonna try to make a video, right? So, I wanted to do 2 videos. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get my hair done to do the videos. And I think that's not the true. It's Monday. We just spent entire Sunday on SeaWorld yesterday. I'm exhausted. I just worked out at lunch, so I'm like tired. And I say why. I am gonna just get ready and show something that is not true. But I'm gonna try to do the video with her playing around here because I don't wanna, get time away from her. So I gave her some toys and we're gonna be playing and talking here. I'm gonna do 2 videos as how I am right now. I'm gonna do one that is the one now talking about, She's trying to get the camera. No. Do you want the water? No. I'm gonna talk about breastfeeding. And the second one is about our sleeping routine. No. Mom said no. No. She is the cutest thing ever. Hey, I said no. No. I said no. And you need to learn what it's no. About the sleeping routine, I want to talk about sleeping routine and breastfeeding because those are 2 things that I wish I had more people to help me and talk to me about it. Nice. And it was the 2 things that we struggled a lot when she was a baby. So I'm gonna do this one talking about breastfeeding and then the next one about her sleeping routine. And on her sleeping routine, I am gonna show you guys how I put her down, how I used to do, and then we go from there. Oh, there was a burp. So let's start with the breastfeeding. And my entire pregnancy, I was so worried about breastfeeding. I really wanted to do it, but I didn't. I knew I didn't have nipples for it. And I was scared that it was going to hurt, that I wouldn't be able to do it or something like that, right? So I had Callie a Sunday night, and on my birthday, I had Callie January 16th at 7:11 p.m. And my milk came on January 20th, my birthday. So that was the day my milk came in. You're gonna sit here with the mommy. Yeah. The problem is at the hospital, I was already having a really hard time breastfeeding. It was hurting so much. My nipples were sore, were raw, and none of the ladies came and talked to me. They just say like, oh, it takes time, it will get better. No one really helped me. And I really remember vivid in my mind that one of the doctors said, give 1 breast at a time. And that's normal. A lot of doctors say that. And a lot of doctors in Brazil also say that, to give 1 breast at a time. But I focused too much on 1 breast at the time. And, but let me complete. Hey, no, okay? No. Where's your toys? Let's get some toys here. So I remember that, but I will talk about that later. I remember being in a hospital and biting a towel to breastfeed because it was so painful. It was hurting so bad. I remember that it was, all the time that was getting closer to feed her again, I would already start crying because, yes, tell them. It was so painful. So, when I left the hospital, the nurse told me to, look about the nipple shield. And there's like a silicone shield that goes on your nipple to start helping you get the nipples out. So I don't know, I think they call my nipples were inverted, something like that. So that's why I was having such a hard time breastfeeding Callie. So at my birthday, one of my friends, the same friend I'm gonna talk about later, she told me about breastfeeding appointment, a breastfeeding consultant. So we went there, and at the moment that I put the nipple shield on and I breastfed her, she stayed on for like 15 minutes and she got like 2 ounces. She was so hungry, and we're in the hospital, we're doing both. We're doing a little bit of formula and a little bit of milk because she was crying, she was hungry. And you know, it helped. I was so happy. She was able to feed. I was able to feed her because she wouldn't get a bottle. She took a bottle in a couple of days, and after that she would not take a bottle. So okay, I was happy about it. We got home, and then we stayed with the nipple shield for 2 weeks. But after that, after we came back home with the nipple shield, I was feeding her one at a time. So I got mastitis on my right one. It was so bad. It was so painful. Please, ladies, do not let your boobs get mastitis, because you feel the chills, you feel like you're getting a cold. I got a fever, and then I went there, and it was like my nipple was white here. It was a lot of like knots and lumps and everything. So I have to go to antibiotics, and this boob was never the same ever again. It was hurting so much every time she latched it on, and it was a lot. But, you know, we went through all that too, and then I started breastfeeding her normally, and I had to take the shields out because the shields are only to help you to make the nipple, but you can't use the shield forever. She needs to latch on the regular, on your nipple. And then I took it off the shields, and she latched it on. She did okay, and it was all okay. But I was having in my mind that she was hungry because she wasn't sleeping through like a long sleeps, and she always acted like she was hungry, and a bunch of things, as a mom, you think about it. So one day I start pumping because people say, do pumps to produce more. And I was fucking attached to that fucking pump 24/7, trying to figure it out things. And then at some point she didn't gain weight for a month. It was so frustrating to see her not gaining weight. And then, people were telling me, eat oatmeal with milk to produce more milk. And I didn't know Callie was allergic to milk, or she has a milk intolerance. So it was hard. It was really hard on me. When Callie was napping, I was pumping. When she was playing, I was pumping. When she was sleeping, I was pumping. When I was supposed to be sleeping, I was pumping. And it's painful. And then at one point, I saw like that the milks from my left was a full bottle, and from my right, it was like 2 ounces. And that's so frustrating. That's so sad. So when Callie was 5 months old, she wasn't gaining weight properly. She wasn't happy, and she wasn't sleeping the amount of hours she was supposed to at her age. And everything about her sleeping, I will talk to you guys about it on the sleeping course, because it will make more sense. But I know she wasn't doing well, because she had reflux so bad that she would eat and sometimes spit everything she just ate out. I knew was something wrong. So at 5 months, she's already being medicated for months for reflux, and she's still going through so much hard time with feeding and stuff. So I was like, this is not right. And then she finally started taking a bottle. She started making my life easier. And what I'm gonna tell you guys here is every baby is different, I get it. But it's one thing, they need to eat. And there's no way that you're gonna come and tell me like, oh yeah, if they eat, they eat. If they don't, it's fine. You don't have to stress yourself. No, you do. So at one point she was taking like 9 ounces a day. Do you know how much at one point she was taking? She was taking 34 ounces a day of formula. This is the difference between one thing to the other. You know, like when I was pumping, sometimes she wouldn't take 2 ounces of my milk. And I threw all my milk out because I knew was something wrong with my milk. And then after I gave her formula, she started doing well, eating well. And, you know, the same friend that told me about breastfeeding and stuff judged me a couple months later that I decided to quit breastfeeding because it was hard. But you never know what people go through. I was making my daughter more sick than better breastfeeding her because I was having regular milk on my diet and she can't have milk. So yeah, don't listen to other people. Go through your heart. Believe and trust your heart. Mom instincts are the best. And if you think it's something wrong or is everything good, just go for it. And don't ever listen to anyone. Callie, after she started taking bottle and formula, she gained weight so much better. And at least she had my milk for the 5, almost 6 months of her life. And don't judge other women that don't do it. I have a friend that she never breastfed her baby because it was her decision. She didn't want to. And that's perfectly fine. It's your body, it's your decisions. I did until I was 6 months, and people still judge me because I gave up too soon. And no one was here inside my house seeing me attached to a pump. Of course, if you don't clean your house, you don't cook, you don't do anything around your house, it's fine for you to pump all day. But I had my house, I want my house clean, I want my food warm, I want my daughter to be good. So I didn't want to be attached to the pump 24/7. You eating your potatoes for? Look, what is this? So that was my decision when she was almost 6 months old. I started just giving her bottle and she was fine. She's smart. She walked before she was 11. She is the best. And she never got sick. She got sick one time we went to Brazil. She got a cold. I think it's because the climate change. Because, you know, USA, we're on hot and AC, and then Brazil, it's a totally different climate. It's just a different situation. So she changed from one to other, and it's completely fine. It's normal for babies to get sick. But after that, Callie never got sick. Never. Other than the fucking constipation, that it was because of the milk, until I figure it out, because none of the doctors find out. So this is what I have to tell you. And then after she started getting a formula, I start seeing the constipation when we introduced food. So I was like, something is wrong. And it was because of the milk. She is allergic and have intolerance, milk intolerance. We don't know yet which one it is. I think it's milk intolerance because she's taken lactose-free milk and she's doing great. So imagine the entire process was Callie didn't have reflux. All she was suffering about was lactose intolerance because lactose, when you're allergic to, it burns. And it burns on the inside. It burns when you poop. It burns, you get a lot of gas. You're gassy, and it's just a lot for a baby to handle. And while people were telling me to eat oatmeal with milk, they didn't maybe thought about like, oh, maybe she's allergic to milk. Maybe you need to, you know, be careful with the milk situation. So yeah, that's what was happening. He's such a beautiful baby. You know that, Pumpkin? Yeah. Are you playing with my phone? She doesn't like the phone. She just likes to bite the phone most of the times. She just want to eat it. Neném. She see herself and she say neném. That's a like baby in Portuguese. So yeah, that's what I want to tell you guys about breastfeeding. It's not an easy job. I did not want her to breastfeed over a year because I want her to have 1 year, and then after 1 year, we are both free from that. I want you to eat food, I want you to have formula, whatever. But I had to do until like she was almost 6 months, and that's all I could do. And I'm really happy with my decision, and that's what I'm telling you guys to do. So this is my situation. Trust your guts, trust your mom, you know, instincts, and just be proud of you. No matter what your choice is, breastfeed, formula feed, whatever, you're feeding your baby and they will grow, they will get smart, they will do everything they need to. Okay? I wish all the moms, breastfeeding moms, formula bottle moms, the best from the bottom of my heart. Okay? So like the video, comment below. Vem aqui, com a mamãe. Faz a língua assim, ó. Beijos, kisses. Love you. So comment below if you have any questions. I will be happy to answer. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. You know, I have a lot of videos coming up. I already have a lot of vlogs coming that I already posted. So I hope you guys liked this video. It was really all I went through, and I really wanted to share with everyone, and I think it's helpful to other moms to share this part too. So I hope you guys like it. Bye.